I'll be breaking down the DXY, NASDAQ, and gold, and I'll be showing you a few of my profit results at the end of the video. Now, if you're new here, please make sure to click the subscribe button, turn on the post notifications because I post content like this every single Sunday. Now, this week was a good week. We took 3 trades. We had 1 loss and 2 wins. Right, I'm like 2% away from passing my phase 2 50k account, and then the other one I'm down like 3%, so I still need a huge amount of percentage. And then my other phase 1 50k account is up like 3%. So far so good, especially for the month of April. It's probably my best month this year, right? So I'll obviously show you the results at the end of the video. Make sure to watch till the end. For now, let's jump over to the charts. I think next week there's not a lot of fundamentals, right? There's a whole lot of ceasefire, no ceasefire from Trump as well. So that's another thing that we need to be watching out for, especially with the weekends in terms of like fundamentals, right? But nonetheless, let's jump over to the breakdown of the video and see what we got for this week. Alright, so this is the dollar index on the daily time frame. As you can see, I'm gonna just bring back my drawings as much as it is so we can both see this together. Okay, bingo bango. So as you can see, price is pushed to the top over here, meet this high and pull back. Last week we were predicting that the dollar will actually respect this fair value gap that we have over here, right? We can see that we did push both to the downside. We even respected the 73%, right? So now obviously the price is pushing to the top now. When we go to like the 4-hour time frame, I think things become a little bit more easier to see, right? So on the 4-hour time frame, as we can see, my anticipation is that this red line is probably going to be the first target being hit, right? Especially since we have a weekly opening gap over here that hasn't been filled out. So weekly opening gaps want to be filled, guys. So I do anticipate that the dollar is going to gain some strength, right? But for now, we are pulling back. Worst case scenario, price wants to come back into filling out this fair value gap zone over here, right? Before we get like a proper push to the top. So something very similar to this, right? So and then price pushing all the way to the top, hitting initially this take profit over here. So as much as it is with the dollar and everything happening with the ceasefire and Iran, it's kind of very similar to what we had last year with the tariffs, guys. So if you're listening to this, understand very well, everything, especially for Trump, is insider trading. So I think also this year has been very beneficial, especially because I've moved away from swing trading and I'm more of an intraday trader, because I can see like there's a whole lot of advantage to take, especially when you pull up to the charts every day and take opportunities as it is. I will show you at the end of the video what's happening with the program results and other than less, guys. But this is what I do got for a DXY. I do anticipate a continuation to the top. So my currency pair traders, my forex traders, you already know what this means for you. Any base USD pair is probably going to continue climbing, and any code USD pair is probably gonna be selling, right? So that's what we got for the DXY. Let's jump over to NASDAQ and then gold. Alright, so this is NASDAQ on the daily time frame. We'll actually jump over to the weekly for now, right? So as you can see, price already did push to the top over there. It pulled back all the way downside over here and then continued to the top. We can use this as an anchor, right? Because this is the high, the low that broke the high, as you can see. Then price is continuing to climb to the top. Now, when we look at NASDAQ, right? And we understand very well where the dollar's trying to go as well. If the dollar climbs, one thing I've noticed, the correlation is negative. When the dollar goes up, NASDAQ usually goes down, and when the dollar goes down, NASDAQ usually goes up. So we only recently just started getting some push to the top. And also the only reason NASDAQ is pushing all the way to the top like this is because it was earnings season. So a whole lot of companies' earnings, your Nvidias, your Apples, they're being released. So obviously the top 100 things are pushing to the top, right? So I've been intraday trading NASDAQ for a minute, guys. I will be showing you the strategy, of course, on the end of the video, just showing you what has been happening. But NASDAQ has been very good for me this month, guys. I won't even lie to you. Right, it's been very healthy, very systematic, especially with the way charts have been moving. But now we did hit TP1 and TP2, and we're at our all-time highs right now. So it's a bit tricky to really predict what this guy wants to do. Our best case scenario, what I would like NASDAQ to do now is maybe to pull back. A pullback would be very good. It's still beneficial because we still have targets to go for in the highs, right? So whenever we are at an all-time high, it becomes a bit difficult, especially if you're trying to trade it and the market is already at its all-time high. At least if it's down, we know we're targeting the highs. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's what I do got for NASDAQ. We did miss this entry over here, and price did push all the way to the top, right? But I still believe that if you just wait for a patient pullback, we might even get an opportunity, because as you can see, this high over here was broken by this candle over here, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if NASDAQ pulls back relatively along this range over here, right? So I'll even move this to the far left. Yeah, this range over here wouldn't be too far-fetched, right? So just now, it's just being patient and allowing the market to do its thing. But for anybody listening to me right now, like, March, April, May, June, July are probably the best months to be trading. Anything after that is pretty slow. Like from July, September, October, it slows down. November, December, these years is pretty good. I won't lie. November, December is good. Then January, February slows down again, and then March all the way till July still is very beneficial. So just understand very well, like if this is the time for you to be cooking on the charts. You get what I'm trying to say. So let's jump over to gold and see what we got over that side. All right, so this is gold on the daily time frame, as you can see. So with gold, as much as it is, it did push all the way to the top. We came to the downside over here. I think we did respect the fib zone, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go to the weekly time frame as well. All right, if not this one, it was this low over here. We actually respected 84%. Let me just pull it to the top. Yeah, we pushed all the way to the downside, respected 84%, right? And now we're starting to pull back steadily, right? So I think the highest point probably gonna reject off of is like around 5,010. We could even make it a flat like 5k. Let's just make it a flat 5k. Yeah, let me do this because I'm gonna be using this as well. So we're gonna make it a flat 5k. Let me see if I can just, yeah, we'll boom 0 and then the other zeros as well. Bingo bango. Right, how many zeros are we putting? 5. 1 2 3 5. Right, yeah, so that's the 5k mark that I'm waiting for. Now when we jump over to the daily time frame now, right, it makes things a bit easier for us to understand, because we can see that, okay, cool, price pushed to the top, right, and we stopped here and then we sunk to the downside. So this move started from here, right? We'll delete this fib zone over here because it makes things a bit easier for us. This move started over here and then pushed all the way to the top over here. So realistically speaking, this line of defense over here is where you could potentially even come and get your entry, right? Obviously for price to pull back into this zone over here and then push to the top over there, right? So one thing I can definitely say about swing trading and intraday trading, just to throw in a bit of psychology, right? Like, because I've done both. Like last year I would say I was a full-time swing trader, and this year I would say I am like a full-time intraday trader, also paired with swing trading as well, right? But I would say with intraday trading, at first obviously it sucks because it's like you have to show up to the charts almost every single time, every day at a specific time, right? But it's so different compared to swing trading. I think especially with the Trump markets, it's so much better to be an intraday trader, mainly because it's like the opportunity is there. You get what I'm trying to say? The market moves a lot, especially during the day. So if you can catch a 1:1, 1:2 risking heavy, you can walk away with some decent bread, right? Especially now, because imagine you're a swing trader, you got in with an entry over here, Trump tweets something, price drops. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like the market is so influenced with the economics, all the geopolitical economic data that's happening around the world. So it's like when you're a swing trader, a lot of those things do affect you, right? But as much as it is, it's like all strategies do work. It's just finding the one that makes sense in your lifestyle, right? And for me, I just had to adjust my lifestyle, especially looking at the market conditions for this year, right? Now, we're gonna jump over to my journal, right? Show you what we've been doing for the month. Then we'll jump over to my funded account so we can look at them all together and see where we are, right? So let's jump over to the prop firm side of things. All right. So this is the month of April. I'm up like 6%, 6.16%, 6 trades in. This is what my trades has been looking like, right? It's been evenly distributed, very, very, very good. Even if we can look at our yearly performance, we took 24 trades this year. We're up 10.56%. Right, we're doing very good. We're beating what we did last year. Obviously the month isn't over yet, so we'll see how we're going about, right? These are the trades I took this week, right? This was a loss over here, right? So I took this trade over here. This was a loss over here. I even have an indicator that's been helping me with a lot of my strategy, right? So this is the trade that I decided to take on Monday. This price pushed all the way to the top and we eventually got taken out, right? It is what it is. And then we jumped over to Tuesday. We actually caught a trade, a nice dab. I think it was a 1:1, right? Using the indicator as well. We could have entered a bit lower, but I just trusted this one over here. We took this trade over here, boom, bingo, bango, 1:1 hit. We could have even held for more. This one sucks because we could have held for more because London highs were there, but it is what it is. We live and we learn. You get what I'm trying to say? So that was a 1:1. But remember, guys, I'm only journaling 1:1s because I'm risking 2% per trade. So when you see like -1, this is -2%. When you see +1, this is like basically +2%. I'm just doing it so my journal is easier to reflect on, right? Because here I'm just doing it to gain data with the strategy, right? Then I got a 1.39, right? As well, that indicator as well came to help me as well. I built an indicator for anybody interested in the indicator, especially with intraday trading. The link is in the description. Hit me up for the mentorship. It includes the indicator as well, right? So as you can see, this is the indicator. Printed the signal, I took it 1:1, clean cut finish, walked away. This was, I made a little bit more this time. So even if you can boom push it out like that, as you can see, this month I'm up like $3,000, right? Nothing too bad, right? Now jumping over to my prop firm. So I have two funded next emails, right? Because I don't really trust other prop firm accounts, right? So I just made two emails, right? Two IDs, different IDs. It's just with the help of my dad as well. He helped me with his ID as well. So I kind of have two funded next accounts. I just want to do max allocation on these two, maybe jump over to FTMO, right? So we'll start with the first batch, right? The first batch is the batch that you guys know. All right. So this is the first batch. I've been focusing mainly on the 50K, like the 250Ks, because they're the closest. This is the new one, right? I want to get it out of the way. This is the second one. So the 5K and the 25K have been on like a quiet streak right now, right? Because I've been focusing on these two. So we'll start off with this one. This is a freshly new account. I think I bought it sometime last week of like the first week of April, 7th of April 2026. Right, so this one is up about $1,500, 3% up. I need 8% to pass phase one, which is not going to be a problem, right, with the way I trade, right? So we're still not too far away. Current result, $1,500. I think I need about like what, 2,000 something, 3,000 something to pass, right? Get it out of the way, right? So that's the first account, right? So the second account is a 50K again. This one I've had it much more long. I had this one since 26th August last year, right? This is when I was swing trading as well. So this one we're up 3%. We'll even jump over to the trading overview as well. So you guys can see, so the win rate is slowly coming back up because I was kind of trading the swing strategy and the intraday strategy. So now I've just been trading the the intraday strategy, as you can see, and we're climbing all the way to the top. So with this one, we're just down 3%. I think one trade will probably take us back to break even if I'm gonna go for 1:2, depending on market conditions, right? So maybe a 1:2, that's gonna be 4%. I'm gonna be like what, 1% up, and I'm probably gonna need like one more trade to get this one out of the way, right? That's a beautiful thing as well. Right, now we'll jump over to the second batch so I can show you where we're standing. All right, so this is the second batch, right? This is a phase two. This one was already passed, clean cut finish. I think I bought this one the 6th of April, actually. Oh, that's so surprising, like the 6th of April. Oh, this is phase two, my bad. This was phase two, right? So phase two, 2%, 2.2% up. I just need 2%, so one more trade, then I'm basically funded, right? So it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Like accounts like these make me, you know, they give me that motivation, especially if you're watching this, if you're watching till the end as much as it is, because I know a lot of guys, they just watch the breakdown and they just walk away. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm just saying it's been going very well right now, especially with this account. Probably gonna pass this one next week, get it out of the way, and then focus on getting the other ones passed as well, the 250Ks. And then the 25K and the 5K, I'm not too attached, I won't lie to you. Maybe the 25K I'll try and bring it back, because I think I'm 4% down on that one. And then the 5K funded account is extremely down. That one is basically blown. I won't even lie to you. I just need to get it out of the way, right? But I'm just focusing on what I can do right now with the 350Ks, 150 max allocation, right? So the goal right now, guys, if you're watching this, is like also giving you advice and tips. Like we can even jump over to the strategy as well to show you where we stand for this year, right? We're going to go to analytics as well, and then I'll just give you a few data, a few tips. Yeah, so 24 trades with the 68% win rate with the profit factor of 2.88. So doing very well. Like the win rate is going up slowly and slowly and slowly. So I win maybe basically 7 trades out of 10. So the max amount of losses I can get is 3 in a row, right? So now in terms of like advice, I would say, guys, or like my goal now, I remember last year this time I was just starting to really push in terms of the prop firm side of things. I think last year around the end of the year, that's when I realized, like, with prop firms, you need to approach them very differently. You can't just treat them as like a personal account. You need data. Like one thing I noticed is that you need data to win and to beat these prop firms, right? So got the prop firm data, and then when you have data, it's easier for you to finish these evaluations easily, right? So for me, my brain isn't even about making X amounts of money. It's just like taking, my goal is like that, to take the next 30 trades very good, right? So to get to 30 trades still with the healthy win rate, with the profit factor, and then like everything goes down, like everything boils down from your system, guys, right? If you have a very good system, everything else is gonna fall into place. That's what I'm also trying to say. So what is my goal now? I think for the second quarter, this quarter, it's just getting a payout, right? So If I can get a payout, lock in a payout this quarter, that would be the goal of this quarter. Then maybe next quarter would be max allocation for sure, right? Like copying or buying more accounts as much as on both of the accounts, right? So 300,000 max allocation on one funded next account, 300,000 max allocation on another one, right? And then jumping over, maybe buying 200Ks on FTMO. I see other platforms out there, right? I see your gold funded traders and stuff like that. But I think for me right now, especially with the type of capital I wanna use and build on, I need something that's reliable long term, right? So Funded Next has been in the game. I know they're gonna have money to pay me out. FTMO as well. I know they're gonna pay me out because even if I do trade at 200K, guys, I'm gonna be risking 2% per trade. So I'll probably be risking like $4,000 per trade, right, to make $8,000. So imagine I make like what, $20,000 per month on a platform challenge. Now it's like I don't want people denying, you get what I'm trying to say, but that's just what's happening right now, right? That's obviously in the future. I just wanted to bring you along the journey, guys. On Instagram I haven't been posting a lot, mainly because I've been so locked in with the thingy with my trading more than anything else. So if you watch till the end, I appreciate you, bro. Let's see what we got for next week. Hopefully by next week I would have passed my prop firm phase 2 challenge, right? Even maybe past my other phase 2 challenge as well, who knows. But let's see what the week got for us. Thank you for watching till the end. I will catch you guys next week.